Tesla to the moon. What's up, you guys? This is Sean from Gym Class Finance. Thanks for tuning in today. Before we go any further, I just want you guys to know that I am not a financial advisor. What? This is my opinion. I've done a little research. I'm just sharing what I'm seeing online. So keep that in mind as you are watching this video. This is not investment advice. I just want to kind of share some things that I've been looking into and reading about. If you are new to the channel, then I'm glad you found us. We talk about personal finance, more importantly, budgeting, investing, and side hustles. So if that sounds like something you might be interested in, then definitely go ahead and hit that subscribe button. That definitely helps us out. If you're watching this video and you know nothing about Tesla, then you're in for a treat. Even if you've been following along, I'm hoping I can bring some value to you, and hopefully you're going to learn a little bit about some of the expectations and things that are happening with Tesla. Over the last couple years, Tesla has been up and down, and more recently in the last, I'd say 6 months, it has just been on fire. Now, it experienced a lot of volatility through these last couple months. I was able to buy, I own one share of Tesla, complete share. I have some other holdings that hold Tesla, but I was able to get it for about $330 back in September, October of 2020. It skyrocketed up to about $900 a share. This is once again after the split. It was much higher than that, but the stock split earlier in 2020. And now we're to the point where it has now dropped below $700. I think it's trading right around $663 actually to this point. But there's been a lot of noise and things being discussed by several bigwigs and people across the EV industry. And so I just wanted to kind of share something that recently happened, and let's go no further than getting into that right now. Just in the past week, ARK Invest came out with some awesome things to say about Tesla, really some mind-blowing things to say about Tesla. At least for someone from myself, I am someone that follows it, but really had no idea what the expectations are between now and 2025. If you're unfamiliar with what ARK is, here's just a quick little blurb about ARK to give you a little knowledge on it. ARK believes innovation is key to growth. We seek to capture long-term growth and capital appreciation created by disruptive innovations. And investing in the future today, ARK defines disruptive innovation as the introduction of a technologically enabled new product or service that has the potential to change an industry landscape by creating simplicity and accessibility while driving down costs. ARK ETFs aim to provide access to companies benefiting from disruptive innovation. So the head of ARK is the person that you may have seen on the thumbnail for this video. That is Cathie Wood. She's CEO and Chief Investment Officer for ARK Invest. I won't go too much further with more information about her. I'll let you read it for yourself. I have that up on the screen. But she's a very smart person who has had a long career researching companies like this, and she has a lot of high holdings. Some of her ETFs include a lot or a large portion of Tesla within them, so they are a big believer in them. And here in a second, you're going to find out some of the things that they're saying when it comes to 2025, what Tesla may look like. Now, this essentially blog post that they put out, obviously these are projections. We can't tell what the future is going to bring, but I can tell you this through all of the different software and the different channels that they use in order to do their research on these companies. There's a lot that goes into this. And so, anytime ARK comes out with data, people take it pretty seriously. And because of that, I'm not going to pretend to know or understand everything that they're talking about in this post, but I just wanted to kind of highlight and share a couple things that struck me and made me really think. So before I even get into it, they said to arrive at this forecast, ARK used a Monte Carlo, very fancy there, model with 34 inputs, the high and low forecasts incorporating 40,000 possible simulations. Our bull and bear price targets are the top and bottom quartile outcomes from the simulation. So they're going to take a look at all this data, and they're going to give their bull perspective, meaning when someone's bullish, they're saying that they are strong believers in, or a more bearish perspective or a bear price target, where they're going to be looking more at maybe things aren't going to pan out quite as well as they might have anticipated. According to ARK's predicted scenarios, the expected value of Tesla stock is to be $3,000. And this projection is our base case for Tesla's stock price. So this is their base case, essentially right in the middle of their bear case or their bull case. In a bear case, they're looking more at like $1,500 a share. So we're talking about a stock right now that is priced under $700, and in about 4 years, because 2025 is not very far off, their bear case is that the price will be $1,500. I'll repeat that again, the bear case. So that's more than double the price of it right now, which if you look at the overall stock market, that's a pretty nice return. So a bear case at $1,500 is not too bad. One thing I will note in that bear case, in the significance column, it says we believe that there is a 25% probability that Tesla could be worth $1,500 per share or less. And that less part's a little, I would say, almost say misleading, because, it could be a lot less. So what does that mean, a lot less? They weren't very specific on that, but that's okay. We'll go with that $1,500 that they're saying in the bear case. The bull case, okay, so we already said $3,000 is the expected value. A bull case, leaving room there, it is $4,000 price target. We believe that there is a 25% probability that Tesla could be worth $4,000 per share or more in 2025. So let's continue down this article, and let's look at this next chart that's going to kind of break down those numbers as we've already been talking about. So the cars sold by the millions, so 500,000 cars were sold in 2020. They're expecting 5 million cars to be sold in 2025. That's the bear case. So that's a pretty nice, that's showing you that the manufacturing rate is definitely going to be improving. As we know, they've moved a lot of facilities and things to Texas. They're doing a lot of things overseas. I know they have some stuff going on in China. And then the bull case is 10 million cars being produced in 2025. So they are not messing around. A bear case is 5, a bull case is 10. So that, those are some pretty massive numbers. It's pretty crazy to think about that. Looking at the average selling price, right now the average selling price is $50,000, because obviously the Model 3 is a lot cheaper right now, but you have your other models which are much more expensive. So the bear case is $45,000, so they are bringing that cost down, and the bull case would have it at $36,000, and that's an average selling price. So what that means is your lower end Teslas are going to probably be in the high teens to $20,000 range per car, and obviously it's going to be higher than that, but you can see that price is definitely going to be coming down according to this data that we're looking at. Moving on to the electric vehicle revenue, and you can see the revenue's at $26 billion. If you look at the number, it's quite a jump, which is why I think that this is one of the real reasons why the Tesla stock is expected to have a pretty high price in 2025. But $234 billion is the expected revenue, and the bull case is $367. All right, so guys, this is nuts. This is crazy. I don't even know how to put that into perspective, but the growth there is unbelievable. The next category I'm not very familiar with. The insurance revenue, obviously it says not disclosed in 2020. $23 billion in 2025 bear case. The bull case would be $6 billion in revenue just from their insurance policies. And I don't really know much about that, so I'm just going to kind of let that go. I don't really understand why the bull case has it going down, unless they're saying that it's going to be a more safe car, that they, there's not much worry, so insurance isn't going to be as high. I'm not really exactly sure. If you maybe understand it a little better, please leave a comment below. Let me know. Help me out there. The human-driven ride haul revenue. So this is where they're talking about how Uber could potentially take over Uber and Lyft's area where it's human-driven cars. Right now, that's not in existence, so there's zero. The example for the bear case is 42 billion. And the example for the bull case in 2025 is also zero. And I think that's because of our next category. They're saying that if things progress, they're even going to move right past the whole human-driven thing and move to the autonomous. But the autonomous ride hail revenue, obviously zero right now. They're saying zero it would be the bear case, but it could be $327 billion. So pretty crazy there. And you know, if you think about it, there's no person driving these cars in this scenario. And so you can understand how you can cut costs and where that revenue is going to be coming. Can you just imagine a car, instead of you Ubering or using Lyft, and a person comes and picks you up, an autonomous car is just going to come potentially and pick you up and take you where you want to go. That definitely in this bullish case seems like this could be a reality much sooner than a lot of people think. A lot of people thought that was more of like a 2030 thing, but according to this, it definitely might not be, you know, out of reach. The electrical vehicle gross margins, you can see 21%, 40% to 25%. I'm not going to go too far in that. The total gross margin, 21% currently. That would be more than doubled by 2025 in a bear case. And then add a little more to that, obviously, up to 50% in a bull case. Moving on, the last couple I'm not going to get too far into. Actually, we'll skip down to the market cap. So right now, the market cap is saying 673 billion. You're talking into the $1.5 trillion amount by 2025 for a bear case. For a bear case. In a bull scenario, we're looking at 4 trillion. Okay? 4 trillion. Unbelievable. I mean, there aren't any $4 trillion companies right now. So there's another reason. And if you look, you can look at right below it. You see the share price. You can see how it changes in a bear case and in a bull case. And you can see the free cash flow. So you can see there's going to be a lot more cash on hand in that bear or bull case. So it sounds like Tesla is on the up and up, is on the right track. There's a lot of awesome things going on with the Tesla stock and company. So as I always tell people, and I've already said, this is not a recommendation to buy Tesla. You obviously need to do your own research. I'm just here to share what was said. I know there's a lot of things that are said about Tesla, like, you know, their market cap. They're like way above all other car companies that are producing a lot more cars than Tesla has ever produced. But hopefully you can kind of understand why. It's not just about the selling cars industry. It's that autonomous vehicles and picking people up, taking over Uber and Lyft, that type of thing. There's so much more. This isn't even including several other areas of the Tesla business. But you know, hopefully this helps to provide you with a little knowledge or understanding about why the value of Tesla is so high. I hope you found value in this video. I love learning more about companies like this. So if you have any other companies you'd like me to look into, please leave please leave some comments below. Let me know that. I would really appreciate that. Make sure you hit that like button if this brought value to you. That really helps out the algorithm. And remember, it's that simple.